Good Tuesday morning, everyone. Hope you're staying warm this morning. It is freezing outside.
Yeah, cold, and I'm feeling great about that. I love the cold.
Yeah, and it's been wet the last couple days, although that seems to be drying out. So if you're digging the cold weather and you haven't gotten outside yet, be excited because it's going to be a chilly one today. But welcome. Thanks for joining us on this No Shave November Tuesday morning. We appreciate you joining us. My name is Matt Ryerson, your Tuesday morning host. This is my co-host, Matthew Tolbert.
The John Huntsman to your Mitt Romney, Matt.
That's good. That's good current event.
Current event, right?
Yeah,
John
very nice.
Huntsman is kind of like Mitt Romney, but not as good.
Yeah, no.
Which is kind of like me. I'm kind of like you, but not as good.
I like that.
Do you?
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday morning. We appreciate it. Hope you're getting ready for your day, an exciting day, and following the Thanksgiving break. Speaking of which, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was wonderful. Went over to my grandmother's house. She lives down in McDonald. And
Nice.
we had a big family get together and
Ate too much?
I probably ate too much, but it was good.
Yes.
You know? It's
Yeah.
good Southern home cooking and the whole thing. And we also, my cousin, she's married to a man from Spain.
Okay.
His parents
Which is
are
really
here from Spain.
right next to Canada, as we understand.
Right.
Right.
Anyway, they don't speak any English, and they don't have Thanksgiving, but they decided to come over anyway.
Nice.
And celebrate Thanksgiving. Nobody really could understand what they're thankful for because we don't speak Spanish, unfortunately. I'd like to learn, actually. Probably be a good idea, but
no hablo inglés.
But it was good. We ate, we fellowshiped with family, and watched some football. And
Well, let me ask you this. Did you do the Black Friday?
no, I did not do the Black Friday. I refuse.
You,
I refuse to do the Black Friday.
you're missing out.
You
my
spend
friend.
as much time in line and in traffic as you do actually shopping for what you want.
You misunderstand. We didn't go to shop.
We didn't go to shop.
No, we went for the entertainment value. Of Black
Just to
Friday.
watch people.
Yeah, and in fact, this year, in previous years, I've literally gotten up at 4 a.m. Now, I need to preface all this. My wife, we go to visit her family every Thanksgiving. They live in Mississippi, and their house is literally next door to a Walmart. So you don't have to drive; you walk to Walmart.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, which makes that a daily.
So
trip.
you don't have to worry about traffic then.
Right, you don't have to worry about traffic. You can get over there in just a couple minutes. But this year, in particular, it's exciting because Black Friday really started on Thursday,
Wow.
the night before
Right.
Black Friday.
Some people were going at like 10 p.m.
Right, at 10 p.m. at Walmart. So my wife and I say we're
Ridiculous.
going to make the trip over. So we go over, and there's several aisles that are lined out. And there's this main aisle that has a lot of packages. The crowd's there. We get there about 15 minutes before 10, which is the kickoff time. And we just kind of plan ourselves. We had to get batteries, actually, which we're not on the Black Friday list. So we got our batteries. And then we just sat there and watched.
Not a big line for the batteries.
No, they weren't circling. But they were circling around like the towels and the DVDs and just Blu-ray player, all this stuff that's right there. And so about 3 minutes before 10, you can audibly hear a change in the entire Walmart. The buzz goes up several
Intensity
decibels.
level
Oh,
rises.
yeah. Yeah. And then 10 o'clock hits, and chaos
Seriously.
ensues. Right.
Like there's a bunch of people in the store already, but then as soon as 10 p.m. hits,
Craziness hits. And it is mass hysteria. People yelling and people throwing boxes to other people so they can load up.
Oh, my goodness.
It'd be interesting for you to evaluate the psychology on Black Friday. We saw one woman, and this is not an exaggeration, she was at the DVDs. She scooped as many as she could hold in her arms. I'm not kidding, 30 to 40 DVDs.
goodness gracious.
And she comes out, and people are like holding things to their chest like they're afraid they're going to get mugged, which apparently in some parts of the country does happen.
Yes.
But
we'll talk about that later.
Right, but it's just fascinating. One woman came right up by us, and somebody else said, you wanted all those? And she goes, no, I just want to make sure I got all the ones I want. I mean, just crazy.
So she put them all in her basket and then like pulled the ones she didn't want out and threw them back over there and kept the ones she
It
wanted.
was wacky. And you
goodness.
really couple this with the fact that Thanksgiving's Thursday, right?
I know, right?
The day to give thanks for what we have. And then you have Black Friday, which is essentially a day to go out and tackle people for the things we do not have. So
it is pretty much it is a paradox.
Yeah.
You're thankful for everything that you have, and then the next day you have to go out and get more things because you're not thankful for what you have.
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
So that was our Thanksgiving was also very wonderful, and we enjoyed it. Black Friday was.
I do appreciate the psychology of it.
It's fascinating. Did you see Kelly Ripa, who we have been courting? We would prefer for her to court us to come on the show.
Of course.
She has yet to make contact with our people.
We're still holding out hope on that.
That's right, Kelly. Anyways, Kelly hosted a number of stars to try out to fill Regis, and many of you probably know Regis Philbin has retired from Live with Regis and Kelly. It's just Live with Kelly now, and she's trying out a number of suitors. My wife is a big fan of Kelly Ripa's husband. She thinks her husband should go in there. But before you make that decision, Kelly, she had Jerry Seinfeld on, who I happen to be a fan of. Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry Seinfeld, funny.
And I'll just give my professional opinion in the business.
Now that you're in the business.
Because this is the business.
We're in the business.
Jerry bombed.
Did he really?
He was terrible. We are so much better than Jerry Seinfeld.
So basically what you're saying is you pit us against Jerry Seinfeld, we win hands down.
Stomp him. Absolutely. And Kelly, I'm telling you, you would not be disappointed. Got to have us on the show. At the very least, give us a tryout. Certainly you would get top billing. I think we originally introduced it as Live with Matt, and Kelly. We would not step on your toes. It'd be Live Kelly with Matt and Matt.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
absolutely. And the things that matter.
And she moved into And she moved into Regis's old seat.
Oh, that's
so
sad.
As you're looking at the screen, she usually sat on the right. She's moved to the left. Which
that's a little sad. Except he's old, so it's all right. But it's But Matt, did you see Prince William saved men's lives? He's a hero.
He is not only a prince. This is like a movie.
He is the best. He is a helicopter pilot.
Right.
In the British Royal Air Force.
Right.
And there was a ship that went down in
Irish Sea.
Yeah. And there were a number of men who were somewhat had the protection. They had the right kind of outerwear to wear in the cold water, but there were some who didn't.
Right.
And so he went there and was a member of the rescue team, saved 2 men from certain drowning and death.
Absolutely.
He is a hero. He's a beautiful, handsome man. He's a prince, and now he's a hero.
I mean, this is first off,
and he's married to the most beautiful woman in the world, apparently, from what people tell me.
I feel a little uncomfortable with your man crush going on here, but I will say this guy is a movie waiting to happen.
He is doing it all, and he's going bald.
Yeah.
How can you get a bald man doing all that? That is amazing.
Amazing. Did you see the interview with Angelina Jolie?
I did not, but I heard about it.
Interesting interview the other night. I believe it was Sunday night it was on. She talked about some of her past escapades and how she was, in her words, a bad girl. See, we got to be cautious when we're talking about Hollywood stars now, because quite honestly,
we're in their league,
right? And when we're on with Live and Kelly,
we're gonna have to be interviewing them,
right? We don't want them pulling up this tape and saying
exactly,
feel uncomfortable.
I understand.
So Angelina called herself a bad girl. She pointed out that she's still a bad girl, but only with Brad now.
Only with Brad.
I don't know what that means, but
they're not married yet, though, right?
I don't think so.
Maybe when he retires from acting in 3
Come on,
years.
guys, tie the knot.
I know what's going on there. They got 6 kids. My goodness.
Geez.
Did you see Miley Cyrus apparently is a pothead?
Uh-oh.
She's been apparently smoking some marijuana. What happened was, for her 19-year birthday party, her friends bought her a Bob Marley birthday cake.
Okay.
Bob Marley, of course, the singer, Jamaican, well known for smoking marijuana. And she announced in her, I don't know, some speech or whatever she gave at a party, that you got to be a real big pothead, she called herself a stoner. You know you're a stoner when your friends get you a Bob Marley cake for your birthday.
Hannah Montana's all grown up.
I don't know that smoking marijuana is really a sign of adulthood.
I don't think so either.
But, yeah, she is certainly getting rid of her Disney image.
Yeah, shaking that quick. Although she did say she was just kidding. A little after the fact.
Yeah, just kidding.
It is cold out, folks. We're going to take a quick look at the local weather, but I can tell you just from being outside that bring your winter jacket.
It's cold.
It's chilly. Last couple of days have been cold. The rain shower chance is going to dissipate today. The rain
43.
Yeah, so we're looking at a high of 43 today. Tomorrow, the rain should be cleared out. High of 46. So not much warmer.
No.
But
look at the low there, 28 for the low.
Yeah, below freezing. And then Thursday, we should have some sunshine. Temperature raised about 55. I did not hear on the way in today if schools are canceled today. So if you're curious and if you have not heard, don't turn the channel. Don't do that.
No.
But you can get on your computer and check bradleyschools.org or call their office at 476-0620. 476-0620.
Chance of snow today.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's snow out there right now. I haven't been out there, but
yeah.
That would be
great.
great.
Yeah, so it's been crazy weather. It feels like winter might be coming in just in time for Christmas.
I know.
Which we're going to go to a commercial break. We've got a great guest, and speaking of Christmas, we got an exciting new segment today.
I like it. You will too.
Stick with us. We'll be right back.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
I'm Wes Robbins with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. When it comes to employee benefits, we've got you covered. Call me today for the best service and best solutions to your group health and employee benefits needs. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
Hi, I'm Joe Jingle.
And I'm Kim Christmas.
We're here to tell you that the annual Cleveland Christmas Parade brought to you by Main Street Cleveland is back. It's going to be great with all the lights, floats, and Christmas cheer.
Don't forget, WTMB will be broadcasting live the entire parade from the parade.
I was going to get there before you interrupted me. Why are you always trying to interrupt me? I'm trying to tell everybody the Cleveland Christmas Parade is going to be live the night of the parade, the best production ever of the parade, right here on WTMB. You're always trying to steal the spotlight from me. What are you doing? Kim? Ah!
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
Welcome back, Tennessee Valley, on this cold, crisp Tuesday morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Matt Ryerson and my co-host Matthew Tolbert. But even more importantly, we have a very special guest, Corey Divel, our Bradley County planner.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us today,
Thanks
Corey.
for having me.
So what do you plan?
The county.
You plan
As in the title, yeah.
Oh,
Well, I guess that would make sense. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There you go.
I should've
So what are your
asked stupid
plans for the
questions.
county, Corey?
We do long range, short range planning. Short range is kind of like zoning, subdivision regulations, review subdivision plats, that sort of thing. Businesses come in, work with businesses, work with Vocker and Amazon, those kinds of folks.
Now, you and I had a conversation last week about Vocker, and I don't expect you to give any trade secrets, but this is a massive build out there.
It's basically a city.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's not what most people think. They think a big shell of a warehouse or something,
Right.
you know. It's highly technical, big cooling tanks, 200 feet tall. And I mean, it's road systems, a heliport, the whole deal.
Amazing. Amazing. Yeah, I didn't realize it when we were talking last week. But to move on, I know you're not really here to talk about the
Right.
planning that's going on. You're involved with an exciting new project, the Bradley County Land Conservancy.
You got it.
I got it. For those that are watching, the Bradley County Land Conservancy might be confusing. What exactly is that? What's the plan there?
We work with, it's a nonprofit, it's not a government thing, it's nothing the county's doing, but we work with the Land Trust for Tennessee, and they're a land trust an established land trust organization, and they work with property owners to put conservation agreements on their property. It's a kind of a private way of ensuring that your land stays agriculture the way you want it. A good example I always give is, farmer so-and-so has farmed his land for 50 years. His grandfather farmed the land. He wants his grandkids to see the land in the same, the way they farmed it. And they can enter in a conservation agreement, and the Land Trust for Tennessee will monitor that agreement. It's basically a deed restriction. So they'll monitor that agreement and make sure that it's adhered to. It's a private covenant, basically.
So this is not giving away their land forever. No. This is not the government taking their land.
No.
Which is often some confusion. Right. People real nervous about the government coming in and scooping up land.
Exactly. That sounds like it might actually help prevent that.
Exactly. Yeah. Really. Yeah. The government. If the county wanted or city wanted to come in and, eminent domain and build an industrial park, they couldn't do that because there's a deed restriction on it now.
Okay.
And it makes it easier for to give your to deed it and to will it to your descendants, future generations. There's some tax incentives and that sort of thing because you are giving up a right, but it's of your own volition. So
if you're a landowner in Bradley County, this might be something really of interest, especially if, and we have a lot of, and you pointed out farmers. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of farmers and people have a large portion of land that they really want to see to future generations of their family. This would be a great route to take.
Perfect. Exactly.
Now, how difficult? What's that process look like?
It's just there's a lot of paperwork, basically. Usually a survey and that sort of thing. As anything else, there's a lot of paperwork and bureaucracy to get it to that point. It's not too terribly difficult. We'll put you in contact with the Land Trust local office. We basically work almost like an affiliate for them, our organization. They've done it. So we initially had talked about maybe starting a full-on land trust. But there's so much involved. You have to be around in 100 years to enforce that restriction.
Right.
And so there's a lot of responsibility there. Not only do you have to be around in 100 years, you have to be able to enforce it in 100 years. So it has to be monitored that whole time. You have to be able to cover your legal fees and that sort of thing if there is some sort of infraction. So we're basically kind of raising awareness, identify good potential, property owners that might be good candidates that might be interested in something like that. Because again, if you ask 100 people, what's a conservation easement? You might get 5 or 6 that say they know what it is or something like that. So
Now, is there any size land? Like if I had like a half acre I wanted to keep,
that probably wouldn't be a real good candidate. Probably, yeah. Unless it was something if there was some really distinct feature about that, maybe it was where something was buried or something. There could potentially be some contributing factor there. But typically, it's going to be a larger tract. I think there's only one with the Land Trust for Tennessee that they maintain in Bradley County, and I think it's about 40 or 50 acres down in the McDonald community.
Okay. And speaking of which, you're talking about identifying good candidates. This really kind of gained momentum and got a lot of local attention with the most recent identification of Rattlesnake Springs.
Right.
A lot of our viewers may not even know where that is or what's significant about that.
I don't.
It's on Dry Valley Road, just north of the new airport on the east side of the road. And it's basically amounts to almost like a concentration camp from the Cherokee Nation. It was kind of the last holding place where they were on the Trail of Tears before.
Great historic value.
Incredible historic value.
Wow.
Not the most, wonderful piece of history that we want to think about, but it's something that's important to our, who we are and who we become and that sort of thing. So it's very important. Actually, the USDA recognized it as the #1 site in Tennessee for preservation for the
Wow.
whole state.
So now I know there was a lot of concern that this might disappear or might get developed. Or what's the current status on Rattlesnake Springs?
It's very close to being official. Not quite official. No announcement yet, but it's close.
Okay.
Looking good.
Excellent.
Wait a minute, it's called spring. Are there any springs?
There are springs. I haven't seen any rattlesnakes though.
No rattlesnakes, but there are springs. But
Yeah.
it's right next to Dry Valley.
Exactly.
So there's springs in the Dry Valley.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just clarifying the
valley, I
names
guess,
of
so.
these.
Yeah, Ron Moore, who does the Wednesday show, tomorrow's show, Ron Moore has him and his wife do an interesting show on names and where some of the No Pone Road, I think.
I bet there are rattlesnakes there, though. In the
Probably
summertime.
somewhere.
Probably.
Yeah,
In the
I'm sure.
summertime.
Yeah. There's an old house that's kind of fallen down. I wouldn't go in there.
That's
There's
the
probably
eastern
something there.
diamondback rattlesnakes or something.
Probably.
Like that. Yeah.
Thank you, biologist Matt, for hijacking.
Hey,
it.
my dad used to own a lot of snakes. Remember that? So I know snakes.
On top of that, and we'll get back to that, I do want to say, Corey, you just had a new baby.
I did.
Another girl.
Another girl. Yeah.
Excellent.
This is your
Well,
16th, 17th child?
So whoever calls me dad, I answer. I don't even know anymore.
Chasing the Douglas.
Yeah. I'm working on my own show.
Oh, that'll be great. That'll be great. No, it is what, 4?
Number 4. Another girl. 3 girls and a boy. So.
Oh,
Nice.
wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what's the future hold? I know you've kind of got a mental picture for the Conservancy and that whole team. What's the future hold? What are next steps?
Really, like I said, the Rattlesnake Springs was kind of our first project. We kind of wanted to get over that hump. It's something that's been going on for a while, actually.
Right.
We kind of jumped on board to make sure that looks like it was going to happen. So kind of give it that last little push that it needed. And then that was kind of our first kickoff project. So really we're getting into the next phase of setting goals and looking forward and making objectives and going into that next strategic kind of phase to try and identify properties and set goals and meet those goals and how we're going to do that. So we're new. I mean, we filed our charter with the state in July or August, I think. So we're pretty new.
Which is really exciting to already have such a significant
Yeah.
impact.
Oh, yeah.
So early on, and kind of the infancy of this nonprofit here locally. So congratulations on it. And here's the deal we're going to make with you.
All right.
Okay. When you've got the news, you break it on this show.
Okay.
Because all our viewers know this is hard-hitting news.
Hard hitting.
Unless Kelly calls me, then I might have to hold it for Kelly.
Well, if
Well,
Kelly
that
calls
matters,
you, you put in a good word
Okay.
for us.
Yeah.
That's what you do. Now, you're the Bradley County planner. As the Bradley County planner, where would you plan to eat lunch today? Where was your favorite place to eat lunch?
Usually it's at home, but
Oh, all right.
Look at that. Good call.
But if you were to go to a
to go
restaurant,
is there someone I'm supposed to say? Is
No,
there a restaurant
no,
for the
no,
day?
it's
Okay, there's no
whatever-
wrong answer,
no,
right?
no wrong answer.
Maybe
Unless you're
Gardner's,
we're just
because I'm downtown
Gar-
anyway.
Gardner's
so Gardner's
Market.
is
So
good,
anybody
yeah.
except for Gardner's, maybe they're not happy about that.
Yeah.
But other than that, Gardner's Market is good.
outstanding.
Really
Muffaletta
good.
and a large lemonade is the way to go.
Muffaletta and a large lemonade.
You know what they also have? They have these muffins that are monstrous, and they're like toffee flavored. I
Oh,
mean,
yes, yes,
you know,
yes,
I
yes.
fool myself into saying, "Hey, this has got to be healthy because it's a muffin."
I like their
no.
imported
Trick.
cookies, though. They do imported cookies. They bring like imported,
Yeah,
like Scottish cookies.
yeah.
They
My
call
wife gets teas there often too. So, anyways, Corey, thanks for being on today.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it, and good luck with the Conservancy. And we're going to support this, and we'll continue to report back to you all. And if somebody wants to get involved or they have a plot of land and they're saying, hey, this might be, how would they get in touch with y'all?
You can get us at bradleyconservancy@gmail.com.
Okay.
Okay. And give me a call at 423-544-5530.
That phone number one more time?
544-5530.
Lots of fives in there.
A lot of
Yeah.
Just dial 5, you'll get me eventually.
Go. Or get them at the Bradley County Planner's office,
Yeah.
folks. So thanks again, Corey. Appreciate
Thank
you
you.
being
Thank
on
you, guys.
today.
Appreciate it.
Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Joe Jingle.
And I'm Kim Christmas.
We're here to tell you that the annual Cleveland Christmas Parade brought to you by Main Street Cleveland is back. It's going to be great with all the lights, floats, and Christmas cheer.
Don't forget, WTMB will be broadcasting live the entire parade from the parade.
I was going to get there before you interrupted me. Why are you always trying to interrupt me? I'm trying to tell everybody the Cleveland Christmas Parade is going to be live the night of the parade, the best production ever of the parade, right here on WTMB. You're always trying to steal the spotlight from me. What are you doing? Ken? Ah!
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
I'm Wes Robbins with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. When it comes to employee benefits, we've got you covered. Call me today for the best service and best solutions to your group health and employee benefits needs. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
Welcome back, Tennessee Valley. Thanks for joining us today. It is a cold one out there.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely frigid, and we're going to take a quick look at the weather right now. It's going to stay that way all day. I mean, the high is really low. There'll be possibility of rain. There's supposed to be some scattered showers throughout the day, but the showers are moving out. High today of about 43 degrees. That's cold. Tomorrow, warming up just a hair up to 46. The good news is the rain should have cleared because the roads are just looking rough. And then Thursday, looks like a really nice day. Sunny and 55 degrees. That's your kind of weather, man. Nice and cool and sunny.
I'm enjoying this very, very much so. It was a little slippery out there, but, I don't really think about that.
Now, we're moving on to one of our most popular segments.
Yes.
The things that matter.
My name is Matt, and these are the things that matter. Talk about Black Friday, Matt. Now,
Yes.
there have been a number of things that happened on Black Friday that
Yes.
Not too happy about. One was a man actually collapsed, had a heart attack.
That's not good.
And they counted 16 people stepped over him as he was on the floor attempting to get the stuff that they want.
That's not good.
That's not good. There was another one where a guy decided not to get up
Spirit of
early.
Christmas.
A guy decided not to get up early. Decided to go into Walmart or wherever he went just at the regular time that he would normally do that. And when people walked out, he shot them and stole their stuff. So there are some bad things. But this one I found extremely funny. A woman fired pepper spray into a crowd in order to clear a path to a crate of Xbox video game players that were being unwrapped late Thanksgiving night at a Walmart in San Fernando Valley, this in California. She surrendered to police but has not been charged with anything. But she, in order to get to these Xboxes, she decided to pepper spray the crowd, create a little lane for her to just get right there. Can you imagine?
You know, I saw a sitcom years ago, and there was a crowd around a sale item at a store, and somebody said, Bruce Springsteen just pulled up out front, and the crowd went, oh, and they all ran out, and they walked up. This, though, takes that story to a whole nother level.
There were some minor injuries, cuts and scrapes apparently, but the materialism, the I need an Xbox. Let me just tell you, folks, people, you don't need an Xbox that badly.
No.
You really don't. You can get them online. I'll give you mine if you want it. All right. A man accused of trying to rob a San Diego 7-Eleven while dressed as Gumby has pleaded guilty to misdemeanor burglary. Police say 2 men entered the convenience store on September 5th, but a clerk says that the Gumby character claimed to have a gun when he asked for cash from the register. Dressed up as, they actually have a picture of this guy dressed up as Gumby robbing the store.
You know, there's an old Eddie Murphy Saturday Night Live skit.
Yes.
Where he plays the hardcore Gumby, you know,
Yes.
that's down and out on his luck.
Maybe that's where they get the idea.
If any of our viewers don't know who Gumby is, Gumby was a cartoon or claymation character.
Yeah, very flexible.
Yeah, it was just kind of a green stick figure with a horse named Pokey, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And it was supposed to be very child friendly. This Gumby apparently was not.
Not so much. I think we can blame Eddie Murphy for this. He created the Hardcore Gumby, and now Hardcore Gumby has
Eddie Murphy's
robbed
Can I just say
a
that
store.
coffee is delicious this morning?
Well, that's fantastic, Matt. I'm glad to hear that. Several people this is important to you, Matt. Several people have reported developing seizures during the movie Twilight Breaking Dawn during the birthing scene. Apparently there's a lot of red, black, and white flashes across the screen, and it's causing seizures for people. In one case, a Sacramento area man convulsed so violently that the paramedics were called in, and the rest of the screening was canceled due to seizures at a movie.
And that's interesting. That's right at the end of the movie. I'm sure there were some upset moviegoers that was canceled. I will say this, folks. I have seen the movie.
Yes.
I'm a fan. I'll admit I'm man enough to say I'm a fan of Twilight. I will say it is not appropriate for young children to see this movie.
Because they might have developed seizures?
I know that there's no sex and the violence is fairly minimal, but not the seizure. No, not the... But the birthing scene is really graphic. Really graphic.
See, I think this just proves that by watching this movie, people become possessed. It doesn't look, it's not a seizure, it's demon possession. That's what I think.
Oh, boy. All right.
All right.
You should start a church.
Police in Bellingham, Washington, says a 10-year-old boy defended his mother from an attacker by shooting him in the face with a BB rifle as many as 4 times.
You know what I like best?
I mean, if ever there was a case for gun rights.
That's right. This is definitely a Second Amendment issue for this 10-year-old. You know what I like is that he dinged him 4 times.
4 times before the guy got out.
And this leads us to our next segment, which we'll talk about after the commercial break here shortly. This also reminds me of a Christmas movie.
Hold on to that thought. We will get to
we'll
that.
Get to that. All
we'll
right.
get to that. But he shot a man 4 times in the face with a BB gun.
That's some good shooting.
And you know what? He and his mom were able to get out of the house to a neighbor's house, call the cops, and the whole thing.
Somebody shot me in the face with a BB gun one time.
I was pretty impressed, I've got to tell you. I have a couple of updates for you all. Some updates. First off, the proof. We reported in Things That Matter a number of weeks ago about a nest of a Yeti, a Bigfoot.
Yes.
They
found him.
Well, yeah, that's what they said.
Yes.
They found the nest in the cave and the whole thing.
Proven.
Scientists may not have discovered proof of the Yeti after all.
No.
An American scientist that was initially involved in the discovery says that the scene of the Yeti was most likely staged.
Oh, no.
The nest of the Yeti was most likely staged. He said at one point he attempted to walk deeper into the cave.
Yes.
And the guide who was there, they refused to let him go any deeper into the cave.
Oh boy.
He also said that
hoax.
he mentioned, well, if there was going to be, if this was truly a nest, then we'd find some hair. Well, guess what? The very next moment, oh, by the way, here's some hair
That we just found.
That we just found.
Yes.
So apparently, this may not be the proof we've been looking for. However, that does not prove that Bigfoot does not exist.
Correct.
It only proves that
haven't
maybe
found him.
this is not the evidence we were
That's
hoping
right.
it was.
That's right.
Because
We're
Bigfoot
fans.
does exist.
He does.
Absolutely.
Yes.
One more update for you, Matt. Amish man, Samuel Mullet. You remember the Amish man who attacked that man, shaved off his beard?
Yes. One of the many things you've had to apologize
Yes.
for. on the show.
Yes. Apparently, they have deemed this a hate crime.
Oh boy.
They are charging Samuel Mullet with a hate crime for shaving off the beard of a bishop in a rival Amish clan. He, accompanied by his sons-in-law and nephews, they hired a driver to take them and their horse-drawn buggy to the bishop's house in order to attack him. This story is just juicier and juicier and juicier.
Unfolds by the minute.
This is fantastic. Apparently, this is fantastic. Apparently, he had the Amish sect, and some people decided to leave the sect in order to get away from him because he was too controlling.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't like it. Apparently, he did some crazy things like used violence and as a form of whipping people into shape and getting them ready spiritually and stuff like that. And so these people decided to leave. He said they weren't allowed to leave, but this panel of bishops said, no, they are allowed to leave because you're a bad guy. And so in retaliation, he goes and he shaves off a bishop's beard.
He put a hit out.
He put a hit out
on his
beard.
Well, we can at least say
They hired a driver and everything.
that it wasn't, nobody hired a driver.
He hired a driver.
Okay.
My name is Matt, and those are the things that matter.
Folks, we have a great segment coming up here. Top 10 Christmas movies
Of all time.
of all time. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
I'm Byron Winters with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. Contact me for all of your business insurance needs. From general liability to workers' comp, commercial auto, and business umbrellas, Landmark Insurance has you covered.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television. Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
Hi, I'm Joe Jingle.
And I'm Kim Christmas.
We're here to tell you that the annual Cleveland Christmas Parade brought to you by Main Street Cleveland is back. It's going to be great with all the lights, floats, and Christmas cheer.
Don't forget, WTMB will be broadcasting live the entire parade from the parade.
I was going to get there before you interrupted me. Why are you always trying to interrupt me? I'm trying to tell everybody the Cleveland Christmas Parade is going to be live the night of the parade, the best production ever of the parade, right here on WTMB. You're always trying to steal the spotlight from me. What are you doing? Kim? Ah!
Welcome back, Tennessee Valley. Thanks for joining us this cold Tuesday morning as we kind of slip into the holiday season.
Yes, which happened after Thursday.
Absolutely. Kind of shifted gears. The Christmas music's playing. A lot of people got their ornaments up and their lights up at night.
We're getting a Christmas tree this week.
Yeah, and that's exciting. Of course, you just saw the advertisement that this channel, we're covering the Christmas parade.
Yes, that's this weekend, right?
Yeah, so assuming it's cold and chilly, which it looks like, you don't even need to go. Just turn on this channel, 6 p.m.
There you
Saturday
go.
night, and you'll see it all firsthand.
There you go.
Won't miss a thing. Won't miss a float. Speaking of the holiday season, what better than when you get around hot fire, cold night, throwing a good old Christmas movie, right?
Oh, you know it. Absolutely. Chocolate.
We have here the top 10 list, all-time list.
The definitive.
The greatest Christmas movies of all time.
Yes. Yes.
So let's get it started. Number 10, little unconventional here, 1984, Gremlins.
Wait a minute.
Yes!
No. Gremlins?
Gremlins! If you don't, some of you are like, well, Christmas movie? Absolutely.
No.
The original was a Christmas movie.
That's not the 10th best Christmas movie.
It is on my list.
No. The 10th best Christmas movie has got to be Die Hard.
Yeah, actually, I have that higher on my list. I have that at number 7. That's a great 1988 film.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't relate that to Christmas either.
Well, I know, but it was definitely Christmas. And Bruce Willis, he was a known factor at that time, but that really launched him.
Over the top.
Yeah.
Greatest trailer in movie history. Ode to joy amongst explosions and gunshots.
Yes.
So for you action fans,
Yes.
this Christmas season, break out Die Hard.
I think break out Die Hard. That's a good idea.
Number 9, The Santa Claus.
All right. I can
Tim
see
Allen.
that.
It's not a top 5 movie.
I can see that.
But if it's already on the tube, you're flicking channels, it's on there, it's worth catching.
I think it's become a classic.
It is a classic.
Because there was a play on Santa Claus is actually a clause that you read and then you become Santa.
That's right.
I think that
Tim
was a good
Allen
one.
probably his best. Now they made a couple sequels to that. Don't go see those.
No.
And if they're on, turn the channel.
No.
Not
But
nearly
the
as-
original one, except for one scene toward the end when they're walking through a corridor and they kind of do this choreographed type walk. Outside of that, it's a good movie.
Number 8. Now this may be a shock. Not that it made the top 10, but that it's so low on my list.
Okay.
Number 8. You can see it all day, Christmas Day, A Christmas Story.
Oh, yes. Talk about the BB gun.
Yes.
Yes.
Red Ryder BB gun, filmed, or at least supposedly the backdrop is Gary, Indiana.
Right.
All right, 1950-ish. The film was actually made in the 80s, 1983. And the story of this Christmas Day, of course, everybody knows the leg lamp, which has become fragile. Must be from Italy because it's fragile.
And then, of course, when he says a cuss word in front of his dad. And I always remember the bully is always a redhead. And I remember that because when I was a kid, I was bullied by a guy with red hair.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about people with red hair. No offense if you have red hair, but why are they always bullies?
I don't think they always are. And I think now you have another group of people to apologize to.
I don't think so. I think when dealing with gingers just have this Think about them. That's that redheaded, that redheaded temper, the Irish temper, the redhead.
That being said, my bully was also a redhead.
Well, see, there you go.
So,
See?
5th grade.
See, there's another movie, Billy Madison, and O'Doyle's.
Yes.
They were all redheads, and they were all bullies.
So, yeah, it's a Christmas Story on all. I think TBS plays it 24 hours for Christmas Story.
It's a great show.
Yeah, it's a good way. You can always catch it. They go to Chinese restaurant.
And that's number 8.
That's number 8.
Okay.
Number 7, I actually have Die Hard. You already hit on Die Hard.
Right, Die Hard. I would probably put Home Alone.
Home Alone, yeah.
Home Alone in there, number 7. I think that's one of the best Christmas. Joe Pesci. It's slapstick comedy and a little kid, and it's got a good message.
Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin. He was 9 years old when that movie came
Joe
out.
Pesci made a great, hilarious slapstick bad guy.
Great movie.
Big change from his Goodfellas days.
Yeah, good, great movie.
Yeah. Number 6.
Okay.
We're going old school.
All right.
See, this is a nice diverse list. I'm going Holiday Inn. Now, some of your old timers out there may say, hey, I love this movie.
I have never seen that movie.
Well, it was made in 1942, which is why a lot of people may not be as familiar with. This is Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby, I like.
And Fred Astaire in the same movie. Now, the storyline is a little vague. It's hard to catch. It wasn't.
They all stay in a Holiday Inn?
You know what? The Holiday Inn, the series of hotels named Holiday Inn, was actually titled after this movie.
Oh, after the movie. So the Holiday Inn came later.
Absolutely.
And so the Holiday Inn Express didn't even exist at that time.
No.
Okay.
No, it did not exist.
All right.
So great movie. Number 5. Again, shift.
Here we're top 5.
We made the top 5 now.
Here we go.
This is going to be a shocker to some people. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Chevy Chase.
Oh my goodness
at
gracious.
his best.
Oh my goodness gracious.
At his best. Next to Caddyshack. This was his best movie.
I remember the electrocuted cat.
1989, the squirrel in the Christmas tree, the sledding incident where he waxes up his sled really well. The relatives come to visit.
I don't even think I can. No, I just don't think I can do that.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, number 5 on my list. Number 4.
I don't know.
We're slipping into the top 4 now. This is a new one. It's grown on me in the last 5 years, and it's really peaked into. This is the highest I've rated it. Last year I had it in my top 10, but not this high. Elf at number 4. Elf.
No, wait a minute. Elf. You're putting Elf above
Will Ferrell.
National Lampoons. You're putting Elf above Die Hard. Come on.
Absolutely. It has an actual good Christmas thing. It is Will Ferrell at his funniest.
He eats like M&Ms and spaghetti with syrup and stuff.
Yeah,
in that movie.
it's great. He is brilliant in this movie. He's clean in this movie, which is a nice change for Will Ferrell. He's not always clean, but he's clean in this movie, and at the end, it has a whole message about the Christmas spirit.
Now, I will say, I like that movie. I probably would put that at number 5 because I really do like that movie.
Good.
It's a funny movie. But man, in the top 4, I would probably, if I were doing this, I would probably have to say Miracle on 34th Street. I would have to put I watched that on Thanksgiving Day. Miracle on 34th Street, one of the best Christmas movies ever.
This is going to be a shocker to you.
Makes you cry, that movie.
This is going to be a shocker to you.
Fantastic movie.
Did not make my top 10.
Are you serious?
Did not.
That's the only movie on your list that's actually about Santa Claus besides the Santa Claus.
Not a fan. Not a fan of the Miracle on 34th
Oh my
Street.
goodness. He won an Oscar for that movie.
James Caan and Elf was brilliant as well, by the way. Number 3. This has become a Christmas tradition for my family. We go see this at the IMAX every year, the Polar Express.
Now, I will say, I do like that movie. Now, I don't know if I'd put it in the top 5, but that's a pretty good movie.
Yeah. Tom Hanks plays multiple characters. It's actually animated or digitalized or whatever.
Yeah, it's like
very good. My kids love it.
And there's the kid. The kid has a dream, and he goes on the Polar Express to go see Santa Claus.
Right. Also about the Christmas spirit and believing. Very nice.
Believing. That's a good movie. I'll give you that.
We're now on the top 2. Top 2 Christmas films of all time.
All right.
Gotta see them. If you haven't seen these two, then I don't even know what to say.
Okay.
Gotta see them.
Okay.
Gotta see them. Number 2. This was my number 1 for many years.
Yeah.
But it has slipped to number 2 in the last few years.
Really?
It's A Wonderful Life.
Oh, now I would probably put that number 1, but yes.
1946, Jimmy Stewart.
You.
That's my invitation.
That was good. I like
Thanks,
that. That was a
thanks.
good one.
Jimmy Stewart, who's obviously a film icon.
That's a good move. That's a fantastic. I will applaud you there.
Thank you.
That's a good choice right
Ropes
there. It's a
the
Wonderful
Moon.
Life. I love those. I have all these lines that I always say in front of my parents and
Yeah.
my wife, and they always laugh. You know, Juju's pedals, Juju's pedals. You know, and it's like every time a bell rings,
An angel gets his wings.
and he is,
Yes.
attaboy, Clarence. That's right. That's right.
My father-in-law, I dearly love my father-in-law, Joey Weeks. We end up watching this film every year together, it seems like. And every year he makes the same comment. When the character is sledding, you know, and he goes down and he falls through the water.
Yeah.
And that's how he actually loses his hearing in one ear. And he can't go into military. That's the part of the storyline. Before he goes into the water, they dubbed it, and he's going, help, 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 like he's drowning, but he's not even in the water. So every year, my father-in-law, Joey, says, watch, he's not in the water. He's not in the water. I know, Joey. We see this every year. So
That's a good movie. That's a good
is.
movie.
Number
Merry
one.
Christmas, save building and loan. He says that whole thing. All right, go ahead.
Number one Christmas movie of all time.
Okay, of all time.
1954, White Christmas. Yes, thank you.
I would stand up, but I'd be out of the camera. So I'm
That's
just going
right.
to applaud you.
Bing Crosby.
Very, very good choice.
And probably also one of the best Christmas songs.
Best Christmas song ever.
White Christmas. They belt that out. Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye, who's often overshadowed.
He
Danny
really
Kaye.
is. Great dancer.
And he did a great job in that movie.
Oh,
Hilarious.
he was so funny in that movie.
He was definitely the beginning of slapstick comedy all the way back in 1954.
Now, the only
when
thing
it
I
was
didn't like about this, Danny Kaye's girlfriend in that movie, the
Yes.
whole thing, way too skinny.
Yeah, you know what I did?
Her waist was like that big around.
Yeah, that was weird. It was kind of
It's
stylish
a
back
little
then.
weird.
But you know what was really frustrating about that movie is that Bing's girlfriend in the movie, who is somebody famous, and I'm forgetting who.
Rosemary Clooney.
Yes, George Clooney's aunt.
Yes.
Rosemary Clooney really jumps to conclusions in that movie.
I agree.
She just, you know, she
agree.
hears something and she's like, he's up to no good.
It's the meddling house woman who runs the inn
Yeah.
there, and she meddles and listens
Yeah.
in on half of a
a
conversation.
part of a conversation. It's like
But see,
Three's
that's what
Company.
sets it all up
Yes.
for the greatness there at the end.
And I always got to agitate. My wife and I always get into this because I actually agree with Bing, not in a bad way, that everybody's got an angle. And he says that in the movie, everybody's got an angle. It's not that they're bad or good. They just kind of have their own opinion of what's going on. And again, Rosemary Clooney in that movie takes that all wrong.
Oh, totally.
So
Absolutely. Now, I
Love
will
the
say,
movie.
I will
Love the
say,
movie.
I think that this movie kind of creates unrealistic expectations for us because growing up, I always wanted it to snow and be snowing on Christmas Day because I wanted that white Christmas.
Yes.
And it didn't happen all the time. I mean, I guess it happened last year. Didn't
Yes,
it
it
happen last
did.
year?
It happened last
snowed
year.
on Christmas or the night before Christmas
It did.
Eve. So we actually had it last year, but so often we don't have a white Christmas, and I'm just so disappointed in that.
I know. It's
I
not
know, but
fun.
it is a great movie, great song, and I love at the beginning of the movie when they're going sister, sister. and
Yeah.
it's the two guys.
That's a good song.
The two guys
Yeah.
actually singing the song. It's great. That's funny.
Honorable mention: A Christmas Carol. Couldn't get by without mentioning it.
See,
I
I would have said Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
I would have said that.
I have Home Alone as an honorable mention.
Home Alone, of course.
Scrooged with Bill Murray.
I would have said that too.
That was an
That's a
honorable
great
mention.
movie.
That was good.
Scrooged.
And a new one that I like, Phineas and Ferb, Christmas Vacation, is hilarious. For if you have young children, check that one out.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's good.
I have
Phineas
no
and Ferb.
But
All
but
right.
I like your top two, but outside of that, it's just all wrong.
That's your must-see list this Christmas season. Put them down. You got like a month, almost a month.
A Christmas Carol, like Muppet Christmas Carol, Scrooged, Mickey's Christmas Carol.
You
Come
can
on,
just
now.
make this one a night until Christmas.
I think
That'd
that's a
get you
good
in the
idea.
spirit.
I think
Folks,
that's a good
stick with
idea.
us. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Joe Jingle.
And I'm Kim Christmas.
We're here to tell you that the annual Cleveland Christmas Parade brought to you by Main Street Cleveland is back. It's going to be great with all the lights, floats, and Christmas cheer.
Don't forget, WTMB will be broadcasting live the entire parade from the parade.
I was going to get there before you interrupted me. Why are you always trying to interrupt me? I'm trying to tell everybody the Cleveland Christmas Parade is going to be live the night of the parade, the best production ever of the parade, right here on WTMB. You're always trying to steal the spotlight from me. What are you doing? Kim? Ah!
I'm Kathy Guy with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. Call us today for all your personal insurance needs. With 28 years in the insurance business, I have the solutions and pricing you are looking for. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television. Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro-laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
Welcome back, everybody. We're going to take a quick look at the weather now. It is cold outside. Chance of rain and possibly some snow today, high of 43. Tomorrow clears up, but still cold, 46. And Thursday, sunny and 55, a beautiful day. Nice weather this week. Hopefully you've been warm. But, Mr. Tolbert, favorite person?
My grandmother.
Yay!
She spent hours and hours making dinner. I mean, she had help, but she put it all together for Thanksgiving Day.
Good choice.
And it was delicious food, and she was fantastic, and she is always fantastic.
I already mentioned my father-in-law, Joey Weeks, who I just love and adore, and I tore up his yard this weekend. Got stuck in his yard, literally spun my tires in his yard. I'm sorry, Joey. So this week, he's my favorite person. Real quickly, United Way is doing their Restaurant Tuesday today, and it's the new place. Scoops and Burgers.
Scoops and Burgers. Ice cream and burgers?
Yeah, Scoops and Burgers. So check it out. 5% of proceeds all day go to the United Way.
One of the best things that goes along with a burger has got to be ice cream.
Absolutely. Everybody, thanks for joining us. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next Tuesday morning. See you then.